This is a blackout. Um, this is a video explaining that higher education and knowledge is very similar to esoteric and occult knowledge. Believe it or not, they do teach how to understand and give concepts to the things that we cannot see in both realms. Okay? And this is why a lot of people who say, oh, you're a cult, oh, this is higher knowledge, oh, that's why they don't let very many people go into the higher knowledge because they feel like that's exclusive. It's exclusive to people who understand that, yes, higher knowledge can appear demonic. Yes, higher knowledge in the wrong hands can prove to be dangerous. Okay? So, a lot of people bypass college and try to get the information from demons. Now, if you've seen videos about Einstein and other educators, you'll see that a lot of them will talk about they got their information from dreams or when in a dream state, right? This is not something they thought of themselves, but the information was kind of like downloaded to them, which is what we call today, being that, we're kind of technologically savvy, right? We do know what downloads are, right? The same way we download information or an app or something, onto our iPhone or computer or terminals, yes. So we gotten elevated to that type of thinking. We didn't really think like that, quite like that, 30 years ago. We kind of thought that way, and we were stretching beyond what was empirical, right? We wanted to go beyond where no man has gone before. Thank you, Star Trek. Um, However, the problem that has occurred in this effort to go beyond what we can actually see and what we don't know into unknown territories. Um, a lot of people had called upon uh, their ancestors, not realizing that a lot of their ancestors, are in hell, you know, and that appeal, may have gave them a type of parole out of hell, which is interesting, which is kind of interesting to me, right? And by working with the living, if they do well, they may even achieve an amnesty or have their record expunged, which is very interesting concept to me, of what is going on in the spirit world. And a part of that is because the regiment and the religion is changing as we are evolving into the age of Aquarius, right? Just like, how they declared, weed smoking to be legal, right? and then they gave a reprieve on those that were, you know, charged for smoking or caught with a joint or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So they basically gave them a reprieve or took it off their record, you know, expunged their record, you know, uh, which is very interesting, right? However, when it's coming to the higher drugs, higher drugs that a lot of people have been exposed to, um, because they have addictive personalities, and that, you know, the exposure to cigarettes, and then which led to weed, which, you know, it's like a gateway drugs, right, that led them to, you know, the big drugs, the hallucinatives, you know, the downers, the uppers, the speeds, you know, the PCPs, the all of everything, anything, right? And um this is where, you know, it's gotten to the point where we see that it has affected people's souls, right? It's changing their DNA, their genetic makeup. And how it's doing that is altering the enzymes and the hormones, and, you know, because how you think and how you feel, and you know, it has a way of changing your life path, right? And many, you know, had completely terminated their life path. So, especially like drugs like fentanyl, right? So, um, coming up, they're going to bring back the death penalty because they see that, okay, this negotiation and this love, you know, was all, you know, done in vain, you know, to try to cooperate, right? You try to cooperate first, and then after you fail, then you have to beat and match the violence being violated against others, right? Yeah. And a lot of people are pissed off that this didn't happen sooner, because why? There was so much collateral damage. Yeah. Who the collateral damage is? That's all of the